Alright, hey everybody, welcome to another episode of TEW Local to Global 1987. We're back with some GCW, and I'm going to explain myself why I haven't uploaded in 2 weeks. I just moved into my college dorm, and it took me a few weeks to get all of my stuff sorted, so that's why it took a while. I apologize, but hopefully I can maintain one video a week, even with the university schedule. We'll see how it is. Alright, let's get to it. So this is the first video from the dorm. So let's go to the Great Lakes for our Saturday night's wrestling. So what happened last time? Chris Candido became the new #1 contender for the IC title. Diesel Hunter became the new tag team champions. DDP Bob Backlund. So Bob Backlund made his debut. Shane, okay. So we're going to start the show with Shane Douglas and J.J. Dillon. Alright, and J.J. will come out. So if you don't remember, because I barely remember, Shane Douglas, the world champion, fired J.J. Dillon as the direct consultant for franchise. J.J. Dillon decided he didn't like that, so he became general manager, or the new commissioner, I should say, of GCW. So Shane Douglas will be in action tonight, and he will be taking on, let's go, who can he take on? Mike Awesome. Make that 14 minutes. We'll put the world title on the line, and Shane Douglas will retain. Alright, so that takes care of the world title storyline. We're going to have a backstage promo with Sting. Alright, it's going to be 5 minutes. Then we're going to get a backstage promo again with the Hollywood Blonde, Stunning Steve Austin, and Brian Pillman. Going to be 6 minutes. Alright, and then we're going to fill in our matches. Cruiserweight champion Eddie Guerrero will take on... Has he taken on Flash Funk? We'll do Flash Funk since he's leaving. Even though I think I did a match with him in January. Yeah, so let's not do that since it would be repetition. Let's do 1, 2, 3. Cruiserweight, and Eddie Guerrero retains the belt. Then we'll do a triple threat. Do Ahmed Johnson versus Steve Blackman. Actually, no. Let's get the new heel team over. So we got a new team, Fire and Ice. And we got the Headbangers. We also have, I didn't put them as a team yet, but Kama Mustafa and Steve Blackman. Oops. Who can they take on? They'll take on the Headbangers. Kama, domination. Steve Blackman, dominate. Let's run the show. Shane Douglas and Jim Cornette have absolutely zero chemistry. That kind of ruins it for me. Oh well. So Shane Douglas comes out with the title and he says J.J. Dillon is useless. Let's face it, he's useless. It would probably be better to have a snail as the commissioner of GCW. But, and then James comes out, J.J. Dillon, and he says, Shane, all you do is talk. Okay? I'm tired of it. So tonight, you'll be taking on Mike Awesome, and the World Heavyweight Championship is on the line, and Shane Douglas is furious. 69 as we move to Kama Mustafa and Steve Blackman defeating the Headbangers in 4:43. Not much. Steve Blackman in 43. Okay, 39. Kama Mustafa and Steve Blackman are now in a stable with Dan Severn. They haven't explained their intentions yet, what they want, but we have a new stable in GCW. Sting is backstage and he says, Shane, JJ Dillon is correct about one thing, is that you're a complete idiot who hides behind the title. I've never hidden behind anything. I'll take on whoever, whenever, wherever, and Shane Douglas at March Massacre, you're going to be facing the icon Sting. So, there you go. Sting, looking forward to his match against Shane Douglas. Gets a 90. And then we got Eddie Guerrero taking on the 1-2-3 Kid in 10:30 by pinfall with a frog splash. Eddie Guerrero makes defense number 4 of the GCW Cruiserweight Championship. Pretty good chemistry, good. Guerrero with 68, 1-2-3 with a 55, gets a 71. The Hollywood Blondes are backstage. They say that Hunter Hearst Helmsley and Diesel are cowards. The World Tag Team Champions will fall to the Hollywood Blondes as they challenge Diesel and Hunter Hearst Helmsley to a match. It's an 83. And then Shane Douglas defeats Mike Awesome. Sorry, I don't have much time, that's why I'm going through this. I want to do something real quick. So, the Sting promo where he says he's going to face Shane Douglas at a March Massacre. Instead, we're going to have him... Where's February? Sunday, week 2. We're going to have a new pay-per-view, or a new show. Usually we only have March Massacre, Resilience, and Romance. Summer Showdown, Halloween Hell, and Revolution. We had New Year's Destruction as a one-time only event, but now we're going to have another event. It's going to be yearly. It's going to be called GCW No Love Lost, and it's going to be on Valentine's Day. So, which means this episode we're booking a pay-per-view, or I guess it's not a pay-per-view because we don't have a pay-per-view broadcaster, but so surprise. And instead of having Shane Douglas face Sting at March Massacre, they'll face off at No Love Lost this episode. So let's get straight into Saturday Night's Wrestling number 2 right now. Second show of today's episode, final show before No Love Lost. Let's get straight to it. To the Great Lakes once again. And on this episode, we're going to do Hunter Hearst Helmsley and Diesel. Except Hollywood Blondes. Did I just forget how to spell blondes? Just Austin, Pillman. I give up. Okay, so these guys will face off at No Love Lost. We're going to get a promo for Dustin Rhodes. That'll be 5 minutes. And we can give Dustin Rhodes a squash match. So we'll do Jason Knight, I guess. Jason Knight, he faces off against Dustin Rhodes. Dustin Domination, we're going to do 2 minutes. Okay. So that takes care of the Intercontinental and the World Tag Team World. We're going to do Sting. Sting going to have a match in the main event tonight. He can face off against, let's do Marcus Bagwell. And we'll put Sting over. It's going to be an interference by Shane Douglas, however. Okay, then I want Ahmed Johnson in a match because I'm trying to build him up. He's going to take on Phil LaFawn. Okay. Now what else do I have to do? Cruiserweight, let's do a singles match to find out who will face Eddie Guerrero at No Love Lost. Rey Mysterio. I'm pretty sure Rey got a shot, right? Didn't he get one by defeating Alex Wright? Yeah, he did. Okay, so we'll do Rey Mysterio in a singles match. I don't know, I'm forgetting everything. It's been 2 weeks, okay? So we'll do... Rey Mysterio will take on... Dave Finlay. Put that there. We'll do Rey Mysterio, and we'll have interference from Eddie Guerrero. Okay, we'll do Shane Douglas beating down Sting, and JJ Dillon will make an announcement. Okay, and we'll do one more match. Bob Backlund. Actually, no, I want to get Dan Severn over. Have him get his debut against Aldo Montoya. Put that there. Let's run it. So Ahmed Johnson gets a victory over Phil LaFon in our opening contest with the Spinebuster. Not much to say there. Dustin squash match defeats Jason Knight. Dustin gets a promo on Candido. Candido is the #1 contender. He won a battle royal, so he'll be facing Dustin Rhodes at No Love Lost this Sunday for the IC title. Gets a 78. Dan Severn in his debut match defeats Aldo Montoya in 3 minutes by submission with a Dragon Sleeper. Pulls a 59, but great chemistry definitely helped there. Then we get Rey Mysterio facing off against Dave Finlay. Mysterio gets the victory with the Springboard Hurricane Rana. Eddie Guerrero ran in and attacked the new contender, the #1 contender for the Cruiserweight Championship. He faces Eddie Guerrero. Rey Mysterio, Eddie Guerrero face off at No Love Lost this Sunday. Hunter Hearst Helmsley and Diesel accept to face Brian Pillman and Stunning Steve Austin at No Love Lost for the World Tag Team Championships. And our main event, Sting defeats Marcus Bagwell despite having interference from Shane Douglas. And after the match, Shane Douglas beats down Sting, and JJ Dillon comes out and he says, "You know what? I'm tired of you guys being the cowards. I'm tired of franchise being cowards. So, this Sunday at No Love Lost, Sting versus Shane Douglas will take place in a steel cage match." So kind of similar to the Chris Benoit versus Brian Pillman Halloween Hell situation. I think it was in 92, but I could be wrong about that. I'm probably wrong about that. Oh, Chavo. Let me know if I should hire Chavo. Okay. Alright, let's get straight to No Love Lost. We're going to go book that. I'm going to show the results, and I'm going to go do that right now. Let's get to it. Alright, everybody, we're here. Welcome to the first ever No Love Lost. Let's get straight into it. Starting us off, Team MMA, Dan Severn, Steve Blackman, and Kama Mustafa defeat Savio Vega, Tommy Dreamer, and Aldo Montoya. Kama with a 53, Blackman with a 59, Dan Severn 62, Aldo Montoya with a 38, Tommy Dreamer 35, and Savio Vega with a 54. Starts the show off with a 50. Next up is the Intercontinental Championship match. Chris Candido defeats Dustin Rhodes in 15:46 by pinfall with a blonde bombshell after interference from Hunter Hearst Helmsley. We have a new Intercontinental Champion, and as you guessed, because of the interference from Hunter Hearst Helmsley, welcome, ladies and gentlemen, the new member of franchise, the IC champion, Chris Candido. So franchise growing at a fast pace, bringing the new talent to GCW and to franchise. But next up is, I believe, the Cruiserweight Championship match. Let's get straight to it. Rey Mysterio takes on Eddie Guerrero, and 24 minutes into the match, Eddie Guerrero defeats Rey with a handful of tights. We have the 5th defense of the Cruiserweight Championship from Eddie Guerrero. gets an 85. Next up, the World Tag Team Championship match as Stunning Steve Austin and Brian Pillman face off against Hunter Hearst Helmsley and Diesel. And in a 95, the Hollywood Blondes are the new World Tag Team Champions. Pillman defeats Hunter Hearst Helmsley by pinfall with a leaping thrusting lariat. So Austin 90, Pillman 93, Hunter Hearst Helmsley 82, and Diesel 77 gets a 95. But that's not the final show, that's not the main event. We have one more match. Let's get straight to it. The World Championship match, Steel Cage, Sting, Shane Douglas, and in a 99, Sting defeats Shane Douglas in 30-25 by submission with a Scorpion Deathlock. Sting, once again the GCW World Heavyweight Champion. He is a the first ever three-time World Champion. But Sting's celebration is cut short because after the match, Meng makes his debut in GCW and beats down Sting. We close the show with a 95. We have a new World Champion here in GCW. I figured Shane Douglas, although great heel, I think Sting holding the championship right now is the best thing for GCW. So let's see how that went. Got a .12. So here we are, the Cruiserweight Champion Eddie Guerrero. Chris Candido, the new Intercontinental Champion. World Champion is Sting for the third time. And World Tag Team Champions are now Brian Pillman and Stunning Steve Austin. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you guys so much for watching this episode. Make sure to like if you like this video, subscribe if you want more, and we'll see you guys in the next episode of GCW Local to Global. Goodbye.